Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous classes we discuss about the chapter statistics and in that class we discuss all the important topics included in statistics like mean, median and more. And just we also take and solve so many questions based on these topics. Okay, now dear students, in today's class in today's class we start a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is probability. Okay, this is one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. Okay, now what is the concept of probability? Probability is says that the chances certain to be happen. Suppose that if we tossing a coin, then either head or tail are comes. So probability is the happening of an event. Okay, uncertainty event, and the formula for the probability of any happening of an event A is defined by the number of trials in which the event happened to the total number of trials. So this is the basic formula for calculating the probability. Okay, there is only one formula related to them. Now what is the concept of experiment? Okay, and also we discuss experiment. Suppose that we tossing a coin, throwing a dice, and we we take out the one card from our 52 shuffle deck. So all of these examples are called the experiment. And what is the concept of elementary event? Dear students, an outcomes of random experiment is called elementary event. Suppose that if we tossing a coin, if heads come out on the upper face, then this is called the elementary event, means an outcome of random experiment. Okay, is called an elementary event. Suppose that a bag contains 3 white balls, 5 red balls and 6 black balls, and randomly one ball is selected. So this is called an experiment, but the number of suppose that if we take a ball and that ball is what, red, so this is is called an elementary event. Okay, an outcomes of an outcomes of random experiment is called an event. Suppose that similarly one coin is tossed. Suppose two coins tossed simultaneously. So total number of outcomes is what? Head head, tail tail, first head second tail, and second head tail first tail. This is the all possible outcomes when two coins tossed simultaneously. Okay, if the dear students, if two coins tossed simultaneously, then the total number of all possible outcomes is what? Head head, tail tail, head tail, and or tail head. This is the concept of that. Okay, so this is the concept. Now we are going to discuss about the now we discuss about the what is the concept of compound event. Let's see. Now we are going to discuss about the compound. Just I discuss about the elementary event key and outcomes of an random experiment is called elementary event. Now we discuss about the compound. So please listen carefully. Dear students, an event associated to a random experiment, an event related to associated to a random experiment is a compound event if it is obtained by combining two or more elementary event associated to that random experiment. Suppose that in a single throw or die, let us take the event getting an even number, it is a compound event as it is. Okay, so more than two outcomes is possible. Suppose that throwing a dice, all possible outcomes is what? All possible outcomes ratio 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, क्योंकि our die contain 1 to 6 number ना. And suppose that कि getting an even number, so there are how many even number? After 2 4 6, so there are more than 2 events, more than so this is called as it the obtained by combining 3 elements events, so namely 2 4 and 6. So this is the example of compound event. Similarly, getting an odd numbers, throwing a single die, so we have 1 3 and 5. So that type of experiment, the event is called what? Compound event. Okay. Now we are going to take and discuss the third formula for probability of an event, getting an event A. Okay. Now formula for probability, let's see. Now dear student, we are going to discuss about the formula for probability. Let's see. Dear students, suppose that if there are n elementary events, there are n elementary events, n elementary events. If there are n elementary events associated with a random experiment, Suppose if there are n elementary events associated with a random experiment, and m of them are favorable to an event A, favorable to an event A. Okay. Then the probability of happening an event A is defined by the formula probability of occurrence of an event A is equal to number of favorable outcomes associated to A to the total number of all outcomes. This is the general formula to calculate the probability of an event A. This is a very important concept related to that question. Okay. Let's see once more time. Dear student, if there are n elementary events are associated to a random experiment, and m of them are favorable to an event A. M is what? And m of them are favorable to an event A. Then the probability of happening an event A is defined by the formula probability of an event A is equal to m upon m. Okay. Now here m is what? Number of event A favorable to A, number of trials happening an event A to the total number of trials. Okay, number of trials happening N is what? The number of trials happening and evented upon total number of trials upon total number of trials. So this is the concept of, so this is the only one formula to that related to this. Okay, so in this way, you can solve using this formula. You can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on probability. Now we are going to take some important questions based on probability and simplify them. Let's see. Now we take a question. An unbased die, let's see a question. An unbased die is thrown. Die is thrown. What is the probability of getting? What is the probability? What is the probability of getting? First part of this question, an even number. Second one is what? A multiple of 3. Second one is what? A multiple of 3. Third is what? An even number or a multiple of 3. An even number, or third one is what? An even number or multiple of 3. An even number or multiple of 3. Okay. And next one, last one is what? An odd number. Fourth one is what? An odd number. Now let's see its solution. This is a very important questions related to your chapter probability. Okay, now let's see what is the concept behind that question. Let's see its solution. And in this question, let's see here, an unbased die is thrown. What is the probability of getting this disease? So we know that, dear friend, look, we know that when a die is thrown once, then the total number of all possible outcomes are. If a single die thrown once, then total number of all possible outcomes are what? Means total number of sample space is what? Means sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is number of all possible outcomes is what? 6. So number of all possible outcomes is what? 6, because of if a single die thrown at once, then in that condition the total number of sample space is what? So sample space of that total number of trials is what? 6. Now we first of all we take and solve first part of this. Any even number. So the variable, let E1 be the event, let E1 be the event to get an even number, to get an even number, that is, so all favorable condition to E1 is what? So how many even numbers are there? 2, 4 and 6. So 2, 4 and 6. So number of trials of occurrence of an event E1 is what? Number of trials and occurrence of an event E1 is what? 1, 2 and 3. Means favorable conditions to number of favorable condition to the all possible outcomes. Okay, so favorable outcomes is what? 3, because of getting an even number. Here we take as even with the event to get an even number. So total number of favorable condition to occurrence of an event E1 is 1, 2, 4 and 6. So number of an event occurrence of an event E1 is equal to 3. So thus probability of occurrence of an event happening of an event E1 is equal to total number of trials happening in which the event is will happen upon total number of trials, means total number of sample space. This is the basic formula to find the probability. To get part number of trials of occurrence of an event E1 is happen, in which event E1 is happen is what? 3, upon total number of all possible outcomes is 6. 3 1 the 3, 3 2 the 6. So 1 by 2 is the required solution of the given question. Is the required solution. So in this way, dear students, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on this topic. This is the one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Now we take and solve the second part of this question. Now the second part of question is what? We get the probability of multiple of 3. Now look, so here this is the multiple of 3. Okay, so let's see the second part of this question. In all part of this question, total number of sample space is what? 6. This all number of total number of trials is always taken as 6 in all that type of questions. If a single throw is dies, if a die is thrown once at once, then total number of trials always taken as 6. Always taken as what? 6. Okay. Now second condition is let E2 be the event that get a multiple of 3 when a single die is thrown. When a die is thrown. Let us say E2 be the event that get a multiple of 3 when a die is thrown. When a die is thrown. So what is the favorable conditions, conditions of in which the event E2 is happen? So only two conditions are there. So total number of samples, you know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get the total number of so then event E2 is what? Either 3 or 6, because of these two numbers are the multiple of 3. So we have only two conditions favorable to E2. That is, the number of an event E2 is what? So number of an event E2 is what? 2, means total number of trials in which event E2 is happen is what? 2. Thus required probability thus the required thus the required probability means probability of occurrence of an event E2 happening of an event E2 is what? Number of favorable outcomes related to E2 upon all possible outcome, which is 6 in, okay, so that is 2 upon 6, so 1 upon 3. So this is the required solution of second part of this question. Okay, this is the concept, dear student, to solve that type of question. This is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Okay, now we take and solve third part of this question. Let's see. Now look, we take and discuss the third part of this question. Now, here we find the probability and even number. First of all, we write total number of sample space. We take as 6 because of total number of samples in a single, throwing a single die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We write in this. Okay. Now, look, here we get the probability of getting an even number or multiple of 3. So first of all, let us consider E3 be the event that get an even number or multiple of 3. So all possible outcomes is favorable to E3 is what? Here this is even number or multiple of 3. So this is what 2, 4, 2, 3, 4 and 6. This is the favorable conditions associated to E3. Because of here we find the probability to get an even number or multiple of 3 or multiple of 3. So what is the concept? The concept behind that is what? An even number or multiple of 3. So this is in that. So first of all we take as E3 be the event that get an even number or a multiple of 3. So here all possible outcomes associated to E is total number of trials in which event E3 is happen is what? 2, 3, 4, 5. This is even as well as multiple of 3. So number of trials in which event E3 is happen is what? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Means number of trials in which event E3 is happen is what? 4. That is the required probability, the required required probability is what? Probability of occurrence of an event E3 is what? Number of trials in which event E3 is happens upon total number of trials. Total number of trials. This is the basic formula to find the probability. Now, number of trials in which event E3 is happens is 4 upon total number of trials is what? 6. 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6. So the required solution is what? 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3. So dear student, this is the method to solve that type of question. So please dear student, do more and more practices to solve that type of questions, because after that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on die. So first of all, you revise the concept of probability which we discuss in that class, and also do more and more practices. All the questions which we discuss, all part of this question like that, okay, which we discuss in that class. Then you try to solve your NCERT exercise. Now we take and solve the last part of this question, okay, which is also very important concept. Now, here, what part of this question is we get the probability to get an odd number, no? So, total number of sample space, you know that 6 because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sample space when a single die is thrown at once, okay? Now, let us consider E4 with the event to get an odd number, when a single die is thrown at once. So let us consider E4 be the event that to get an odd number when a single die is thrown at once. Okay. Then the sample space related to E3, E4 is what? This is even odd number, no? Odd number is what? Which is not divisible by 2. So this is 1, 3 and 5. That is number of trials in which, to total number of how many trials in which the event E4 is happens, that is 3. This is 1, 2 and 3, na? 1, 3, 5 all are odd numbers. So that is number of trials in which event E4 is happen is what? 3. Thus, the required probability is any probability of occurrence of event E4 is equal to number of trials in which event E4 is happen. This is an E4 upon total number of trials associated to that experiment. So that is P of E4 is equal to 3 upon 6, 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6. So 1 by 2 is the required answer to get the probability of getting an odd number when a single die is thrown. Thus, dear students, in this way, in today's class, we take and solve some important questions of your NCERT exercise based on probability. Okay. Now, dear students, in next class, we take and solve some other important questions based on the probability of different topics. Okay. So first of all, you revise the questions and try to solve the questions based on that topic. Okay, now thanks to all.